again to some more Wargame Airland Battle action on the Ostersund, or Ostersund, I think it was Ostersund map. It's going to be a 3 vs 3, so we're going to be playing as Pact, Lightman, Hedgefund, member versus Owiri, Vikelagro and Recox. So after the what happened last time, hopefully we'll be able to do a bit better this time. We'll just have to see what will happen. So yeah, it's an interesting little map actually, because if you have a look at the reinforcement zones, you've got 4 Alpha, 9 Foxtrot and 4 Golf, so we've got 2 reinforcement zones with 8 combined income for that side of the map. But if you go to this side of the map, we've got 4 for Kilo and 9 for Echo. So we've actually got 2 reinforcement zones with sorry, with combined income of 13. On the other hand though, we do have this Foxtrot point here, which is worth 9 command points, whatever the hell you want to call them, right here next to our right next to the spawn here. It's interesting how they switched like that, just to make things a bit more asymmetric, I suppose. So let's just see how the map looks like. So we've got this interesting little progression of zones there. Here it's a bit more broken up from that flank and that flank, and us little, I suppose you call it no man's land there, but no man's land there as well. So yeah, it is an asymmetric map actually. It's very mountainous to say the least, but there are a couple of areas where long-range combat can prevail, a couple of the corridors where, yeah, you can engage long-range combat, and the water effect doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks a bit different in European escalation, but yeah, here it looks pretty nice. Very nice and picturesque. I mean, look at that. Nothing like fighting in the, I believe it's the Scandinavian countryside. Yeah, indeed. Okay, as much as bloody speed things up a bit while everybody's spawning in their stuff. From what I can tell, most seems to be light stuff, so we're basically going to be going very infantry heavy, which is not entirely surprising given how mountainous the terrain is, as well as the cities and all that. And a couple of light vehicles coming in for Recox, whatever the hell his name is. And speaking of which, a couple of light things coming in for us as well. So just a light AA command helicopter being sent by Mumba, which is not something you see too often. And a couple of initial aircraft coming in as well. We do have AA on the left though, so these Eagles are going to get a few shots taken in on them, but they're going to survive though because they don't have any SAMs on them, which kind of sucks. But well, we'll be able to whittle them down eventually though if these Eagles decide to remain there. But yeah, they're just going to take out the command helicopter, looks of it. And is this guy going to retreat? I don't think he is. He's going to probably get taken out. And wow, he actually gets taken out for the cost of a command helicopter and a couple of troops though. I'd say it was probably worth it though. And speaking of which, got Delta forces landing here, being a bit of a pain. Now, still have my MI4 and my mighty MI4 with its sort of machine gun and its rockets and all that, waiting to blast the crap out of Delta Force. Another 2 MI4s coming in, hopefully not too close to them, and unfortunately getting a bit close though, which kind of sucks. Ouch. They can take a bit of damage from small arms fire, I'll give them that. No, there we go. At least one of them is going to be firing rockets since the Delta Forces panicking one of the squads, and this guy managed to somehow stay alive. So quite amazing why these guys would just be continuing to try to shoot as much as possible. This guy here is out of control, and yeah, he's just going to die rather horribly. But these Delta Forces are somehow still calm, which I'm not really sure how the hell that's possible, given that they've been taking continuous fire. And they've also been dealing pretty good amounts of damage as well, so maybe that's why they're so calm, because they're bloody destroying the crap out of my little helicopters. But okay, finally taking them out. A little rocket barrage there, despite the fact that I fired a nice little rocket barrage on them beforehand, not really doing too much, but oh well. I'm just saying help there, despite the fact that he's got infantry and all that. I mean, he should be able to take out the patterns relatively easily once he dismounts these infantry. All these guys are getting a bit panicked. This guy, oh god, no, he's not going to be able to do too much. Oh, actually, never mind, he does take out the pattern. I suppose he did have overwhelming numbers and all that still. And a couple of guys coming in from the left here. Is this another? Oh, okay, it's a US command helicopter. Interesting. So they've got, so they managed to secure the India point. They actually do have it as a reinforcement zone, which kind of sucks. I'm not really sure why I really wanted to send in a command helicopter there to begin with. Just sent in a command vehicle pretty easily, but oh well, what can you do? And here we go, got a nice bit of a close combat happening by Multistilskis. I think trying to get into the building maybe, not really sure, but trying to do damage in the case. And yeah, as you can see, we're fighting for control of the city sector. We do actually hold Delta, it is at the moment, with command vehicle over there. Is that? Okay, that's just a command vehicle, not actually, it's a command helicopter. But yeah, they're going to, as you can see, NATO's going to be rather obstinate to get out of this little city sector. There we go, did actually manage to take out the take out their last entrenched infantry. So we've got a few tanks and all that here, and there we go. Looks like Mighty 72 taking the first shot damage there. I think my guy's also clambering into that building. These guys being forced to retreat, and here my tank is just shooting them. I believe that's my tank right there, shooting. I'm not entirely sure, but in any case, yeah, these tanks are just getting the crap shot out of them. T-72, yeah, pretty nice little pusher tank. I think that's my tank right there. And yeah, normally you don't really want to send it that close though, but what the hell I decided to do it anyway. Helicopter also sending a couple of its own rockets and missiles and basically just blow the crap out of these tanks and all that. So looks like we'll be able to firmly dislodge our opponents from the city sector there, and I believe that's my T-72 right there. Let's see, yep. Oops. T-72 Lennart. Huh. Okay. There you go, so just a bit worried. He's almost dead, but he actually did manage to survive that, so not too shabby indeed. Of course, did have quite a few things to look out for him, and okay, managing to take out a few things there. I think I was actually aiming at the guys here, but these guys were just moving so fast that actually missiles, or rather the rockets overshot him, or bombs or whatever overshot him, and they actually hit the reinforcements behind him, which is kind of funny. Ghost is trying to do a bit of damage, and AT-GM Dragons unfortunately getting caught out. They're kind of crappy AT-GM infantry. I suppose they're kind of cheap though. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. My missiles have only got 175 meters range, which is just freaking dandy. They're trying to take a few pot shots at my T-72 though, which thankfully I am getting in the hell out of there. One, but the helicopter, okay, my helicopter continues to shell with rockets, so not too shabby. Not really seeing too much in terms of AA from my opponent just yet, but could still go either way. We are winning by 500 points, but it's still relatively early on in the game. AGS, interesting little tank. Is that light tank? Yeah, it's pretty damn light to say. It's pretty good speed and all that, but probably not the greatest of things for actually holding onto territory. Actually, does he use heat rounds? No, actually, it was kinetic energy rounds. No problem. Anyways, he coming off a Mumbai. He's actually just going for regular command vehicle, so at least it should deny in the to our opponent. It'll just be neutral. There we go. So we'll be able to reinforce on my allies' doorstep. Mamba's basically been handling the left almost entirely himself. Actually, he's been doing a pretty good job of it. I think he's only been attacked by one guy as well, which would be this O-wire. Yeah, seems to be just OY's troops there, so it's kind of like 1 versus 1 there. 2 versus 2 on the right. We're pretty evenly spread out, I suppose, given the circumstances. And what do you know, T-72A is coming in to Bravo, so okay, that's the reinforcement sector right there. Thankfully, he's finally going for the AGS, which, yeah, going to get panicked and everything. T-72 panicked as well, but this guy behind him is perfectly calm, should be able to take out the AGSs with relative ease, maybe. Strike, he was going to be a pain in the ass. And ouch, that guy's just going to get taken out actually. So yeah, AGS actually not doing such a bad job, and with Apache to support, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a headache coming for us. It seems like, there we go, Hash Runner, look at that, it's very nice. Sending in the Stella 10Ms infrared missiles, so should be able to use them against the Apaches, provided they can get them in range. Speaking of which, BMP2, not really sure why he's hanging out, there should be retreating since his infantry were taking out, and actually if it does send a couple of infantry here, maybe a couple of flame tanks or just flamer infantry, then should be able to take out his infantry relatively easily. Flak Panzer powered might be a bit trickier, but everything else should be alright. He just needs to spot this command, which is a helicopter, isn't it? Yes, command helicopter actually, and yeah, should be able to take it out relatively easily, given that it's out in the open. And actually no, we do have a couple of AA vehicles and all that, so it'd be hard to take it out of aircraft, but still I think you could just get some ground unit close enough to a ship. Right, my MiG BIS trying to get out of there, and unfortunately gets taken out, fighting Falcon, doing quite a job at fighting him off. Actually, let's say, yep, it's a joint strike fighter or multi-role fighter, whatever you call it. Doing damage. Unfortunately, my guy's suffering a bit of damage by the Apache. Not really sure what he tries to take out there, but there we go. Do you have? Oh, okay, that's my last thing again. His Pistrellas and more Pistrellas there. Okay, basically. Ah, that's right. He was the one who sent the majority of the infantry actually over here. There we go. They actually got a pretty decent range on them against helicopters, managing to take out one Apache. The other one is going to slowly retreat out of there. Yeah, Milo is continuing to hold onto the left there. He should be trying to send in small recon. He's finally sending him some recon here, but in my opinion, he could have done with some recon a bit closer to this tank, as well as, of course, some AA vehicles. He does have a book and all that, but I mean, he doesn't have any AA on this flank, as you can see, but the book, I suppose, has got pretty good long range to take some pot shots here and there, but yeah, a couple of AA vehicles on this flank would have been pretty damn good, as well as a couple more. It does have it as best, I suppose, for recon, but I could have done some recon a bit closer towards this flank of India, but yeah, well, what can you do? There's a few BTRs there, but unfortunately their optics are pretty shitty, so India, I'm actually going to be sending an Albatross as all things, which I believe are very cheap on bombardment aircraft, and there we go, managed to blow the crap out of whatever the hell these tanks are. I think those were the remainders of the AGS, so there we go, a bloody end for them, to say the least. So there we go, we're still winning by comfortable margin, but as you saw in a bit of an earlier game that we had, we got a draw. Things could still go either way. The Raven going to be coming in a little bit too close, actually. Seed aircraft really being engaging from long ranges. I mean, that's when they got bloody seed missiles for that particular purpose, but yeah, well. So Yamamba is doing an interesting job in sending in recon infantry and all that out, just to try to recon it ahead. Problem is, though, is that if they're in forest, even if they're like on top of a mountain or whatever, they won't be able to spot much through the trees, which kind of sucks, but oh well, Alex is going to get taken out. Really should have sent it like that, but oh well, the MP2 is probably going to get taken out. Yep, it sure is. Also, I think these guys are getting momentarily stunned as well because they were kind of close to the blast there. So yeah, Mamba not doing too bad. He just needs a few more AA vehicles. He needs to also secure this forest again from his opponent, but apart from that, not doing too badly. And as for us, yeah, we are slowly pushing our opponents away on this flank. We've got all of the points right now. Blackhawk being sent a bit far ahead for Vic Allegro. In my opinion, he should have really sent it a bit, got it to spawn in and waypoint to a bit of a bit more of a rear point, but oh well, what can you do? So yeah, as you can see, points getting a little bit close for comfort there. Will we be able to pull a win out of this? Who knows? All I do know is that Mumbo should be dismounting his infantry if he wants to take out this tank. Instead, nope, he's actually going to be sending in the APC further forward. These guys at the very least have been dismounted, but they're panicked though. These guys finally getting dismounted, they're calm, they should hopefully be able to take out the Leopard 2A4, maybe? No, yes, no, maybe not, nope, they're going to pan out, they're going to get crap beaten out, of course. Yeah, well. What can you do? And really, if he had some sort of recon, actually, if he held onto this city or town, actually, those are a couple of sectors. He could have just put in recon elements in one of these buildings. A couple of ATGM infantry would just wipe the floor with this Leopard 2A4. But I was going to be sending in an SU-25T instead. Why not? It's got quite a few missiles, but usually doesn't live long enough to use them. It's actually going to be evacing a bit prematurely, in my opinion. We didn't really have too much when it came to AA. We just had a couple of flak bandage pads, and that's it, really. That's it. Incredible. This is a bit audacious, but Owa is actually going to be sending in a few of his infantry. He's going to be getting them both taken out by the looks of it. They're going to be landing or crash landing right next to the, oh my god, right next to the command vehicle. They're actually routing though. So unfortunately they're not going to be taking any shots, it seems. The Falcon is going to be launching a few bombs, but they're going to be, oh no, they're not going to overshoot the command vehicle. So very nicely done there. Sending, I would have actually, he probably did suspect that that's where the command vehicle was, because he did have the rest of this area scouted out, so it had to have been around here somewhere. So nice job on that. It was presumably just sent in the helicopters and all that just to act as suicidal scouts. Probably could have done that a bit more elegantly with just a couple of recon units being sent, maybe just one into this little tree line just to spot ahead, but it's not doing too badly. In any case, yeah, we're dominating on the that would be the western flank, because that's, I think that's pointing north down there. Got crap loads of units actually, got infantry all over the place, and yeah, we've just been kind of carefully, methodically going through the mountains, or actually just through the hills, just in case our opponents did leave infantry there, because they've been quite a pain in the ass. Kind of like fighting the Viet Cong, really. Just Charlie in the hills everywhere. But anyway, one artillery coming in. Actually, I don't know if he spotted the Super Chinook or not, but unfortunately, artillery is not taking him out. So, despite the fact that the bastard's landing in, I'm pretty sure the shots had landed right next to him as well, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, well, what can you do? It's interesting though how sometimes helicopters still release infantry out, despite the fact that they kind of, you know, crashing horribly and all that, but oh well. Marshall's being a pain in the ass, but we do have infantry and all that, should be able to take him out at close range. Strike Eagle is going to be deploying a couple of his Means the rockets there, yeah, taking out my infantry, which kind of sucks. Probably should have spread them out a bit actually, just to cover the hill a bit more efficiently, but oh well. Live and learn. I suppose next time, yeah, definitely want to be spreading out my infantry just so I can cover hills and all that. A bit better, and yeah, not have my guys grouped up like that, but oh well, can you do so? Yeah, ouch, those hills seeing a bit better times to say less, but there you go. And speaking of which, Mumbai even coming on with a couple of those Zvezdas, nothing offensive though, I think it's just putting them there just so they can spot whatever is reinforcing them, in which case probably should get them a little bit closer, just into one of these little tree lines, but oh well. Guess he ain't gonna do that. And speaking of which, yeah, he definitely needs more bloody AA though, so it's an interesting little recurring problem that I've noticed, both with myself and with other players, is not bringing enough AA, or bringing AA initially, but forgetting to replenish it once it gets taken out by, you know, artillery or, God forbid, even aircraft, and then yeah, you just end up with enemy aircraft operating with quite a bit of immunity in your airspace, which is just freaking dandy. In any case, there we go. My Stellars apparently taking a couple of shots, and unfortunately they ran out of missiles, otherwise they should be able to take pot shots at their Pashas, but yeah, well, what can you do? So, yeah, look at these bloody Eagles. They do get a couple of shots off, and there was something aiming at them though, because they did get damaged, so I don't know what happened there, but yeah, as you can see, AA, bring it. Bring the damn AA, for God's sake. The hell, this is a bloody seed aircraft being used in a ground attack aircraft. Roll. Interesting. But yeah, definitely bring freaking AA, of course. Then, of course, yeah, try to cover, split your troops up to cover more terrain where possible, and so that they don't bloody bunch up and get taken out by a couple of bombs, just like that. So these guys actually being a bit of a pain in the ass against the Semi-2 or VH Thunder, fortunately being on top of his marker, they're managing to retreat him, and my sailors still staying out there. I do actually have a couple of supply trucks coming in. I should be sending these guys back, and yeah, another thing to note is that on very rough hilly or mountainous terrain like this, vehicles cannot cross it, so as you can see, I told my vehicles, I think, just to try to explore along with the infantry, but as you can see, they went around the hills instead because of, yeah, they were just too rough, so infantry definitely will be reigning supreme on that sort of terrain, at least until they get inevitably shelled to death by artillery and planes and helicopters and all that, but before that they certainly do reign supreme, especially if they can stay undetected. Actually, these should come in handy, but yeah, my line is still not doing such a bad little job here. I mean, granted, he has been doing it himself. He's only still been playing against one person though. O'Wire is who he's been facing pretty much the entire game, except for Recox. I suppose Recox does have a couple of Pashas there just to help out a scout, and not really much else really. It's just mostly been O'Wire there. Well, I suppose my team probably, rest of my team probably helps him out a bit, but we were busy trying to push our opponents, so there you go. This is, yeah, which is going to be the end for our opponents here. I've managed to get over, well, almost 2,000 points over them, and there you go. Still was pretty interesting though. I mean, especially the mountainous, hilly combat, should I say, that we've experienced. You don't see that too often. Yeah, those hills can really be quite the pain in the ass to clear out. Oh, and I suppose actually flame vehicles, and flame infantry will of course be very useful on hilly terrain as well. So there you go. Don't discount that, I suppose. A couple of euros not coming from Hatch Thunder. Probably could have just gone Foxtrot instead. We actually do have a couple of my troops going in this direction. Probably could have sent in a few more here, maybe sent in a few vehicles here once the mountainous hilly area, should I say, were cleared off. Maybe once that area was cleared off too, got some recon that area. But I suppose taking out this reinforcement zone isn't too bad either. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking with my Albatross there. He's going to be sending in, oh my god, damn it. He was sending in a couple of bombs towards that command vehicle. It's probably going to take it out, but still kind of sucks we didn't get to see that. So that was on the Ostersund map. Major victory for Pact, so Hatch Thunder, Private, O'Wire Private as well, so not too shabby indeed. Probably could have, holy shit, I didn't actually do that much damage now that I think of it. Yeah, well, what the. And I don't know why exactly that random unit's been quoted there, but apparently it's acquired experience, so there you go. Until next time, this has been Dame Didovich, signing off.